It is another gorgeous day here at the shop, and we're gonna get a lot of smaller projects knocked off of our list here for the camper. There's lots of things that we need to do before we can hit the road. We need to start working on some of the more like forgotten about maintenance items. So that's what our day is gonna look like here. We're gonna kind of show you an overview of everything we're doing and all of the stuff that is required to get this camper back on the road.
It is 40 degrees here, so I have the heater running in the camper, and we also have our little space heater in the shop trying to warm it up just a little bit. First things first on our list, Connor is going to go around and finish resealing all of the windows and just the seams along the camper that need a little bit of TLC. And then I am going to tackle these stairs and the rest of the bedroom. I think these stairs are gonna be pretty complicated, so once I start pulling it up, we'll figure out how we exactly need to cut them and format them. So probably when I get around to that, I'm gonna ask for Connor's help to create a template, but that is what we're doing. We're getting straight into everything today. We have a little to-do list just so it feels really good when we get to start checking things off. So let's get started.
Two things we've done that are not really worth filming but are important for us is adding some carpet steps to the stairs. That way Barkley has traction getting in and out of the camper. He's still getting used to them, but the carpet makes a huge difference. And then we still have the Goal Zero wired in the same way as you guys saw last time. We've ran the slide in and out twice and it hasn't tripped the breaker again. And then we've also raised and lowered the camper and it's been fine. I think one thing we need is to make sure all of the appliances are off. That way it has the full 30 amps to play with here. One thing I want to do before we leave is to remove the 12-volt power coming from the truck, because it tries to charge the battery and then the battery ends up taking a ton of power for the lights. So it's just a waste of power. That's it for today. I'm gonna get to working on the rest of the window seals. That way we can finish it up. We've done most of the stuff on this side, except for the tall windows, because I'll need the tractor with the platform. And yeah, it's getting close. We get to also take all the blue tape off of the roof today because the roof is done.
Yay!
Besides the solar panels, but that's just a different part of it.
These are the steps that we're gonna tackle this morning, and then hopefully we have enough carpet and I have enough energy to tackle back here. We're gonna see kind of how easy this is. It wraps all the way underneath. And then this one is a hidden cabinet, I guess you could call it. Connor had a great idea for putting Barkley's like toys and maybe some treats in here for him just to kind of keep him out of the way. I think is a great idea. So yeah, see what we do with that space, but hopefully this isn't too difficult to peel up. Not sure. And I have a great assistant today, right? Yes. These are a pain in the ass. I've probably been working on just trying to get like somewhere to grab and pull, but they put so many staples underneath here, which makes sense, but trying to remove it is really hard. So this is all I have to show for my 20 minutes, and to me, like, that's a big accomplishment. So I'm working like underneath, cutting and trying to pull it off. Dang. These are so difficult. Oh well, no stopping now. They're already ripped. I called for backup. This carpet was definitely never gonna move. I had different plans.
Pull your back out instead.
The one step of three, though, that's the sad thing.
Well, the big one shouldn't be as bad.
I got majority of this all pulled up with the help of Connor. So I just need to do this, and then most of it should be pretty easy. Whew. One of three. Check, check. Hell yeah! I got it! Yay! Took them over your break. There's a lot of staples, but okay, I lied. They did staple the edges and the back, but they came up a lot easier than underneath. So that's good. All right, well, I'm gonna take this outside and start step 2. Ow, it's so sharp. Gosh. Okay, I didn't realize the sides were also connected to this piece, but it's just cut down there, so I'm gonna get the sides, then pull it up. Huzzah! Yay!
What you got?
Right before filming, it was all coming out, and then now I clicked record, and it's like, nah, I'm good. Oh, there you go. She's a stubborn one. No! Yay! I don't think I'll ever do that again. But I did it. It's probably 1,000 staples. But I did it. Yay!
Good job, baby!
Thank you.
Whoa.
It's not finished, but it already looks so much better.
I do have a staple gun, and I'm surprised that it's actually powerful enough to go through the thick carpet and then into the wood. So I'm going to do some staples all the way around where they were previously, and hopefully this thing will stay put for a while.
Bert, come try the stairs. Come on. Nice. We did it.
Stairs turned out great. Amelia crushed it. She got them all up and got them to be traced, and they went in pretty easily. Just you pull a lot of staples just to put a lot of more staples in. So hopefully they stay and they last for the next who knows how long.
Years.
Years. Should be good. Definitely looks better. It was the right thing to do.
Yeah, it was. It was the right thing to do, but my back is definitely hurting from just yanking all those up. I bet your guys' back is hurting a little bit too after watching that. But like you said, it was worth it. It looks so good. Definitely makes me want to paint some of these cabinets. But we don't have time for that. There are plenty other projects we need to do. So maybe when we're back here in a year, we'll assess our camper and see kind of what we want to change officially or what we want to leave, which will be kind of fun. But for now, new carpet is feeling extra nice and clean in here. Yay. Forgot about our list.
All right. Here's what we got done today. Reseal the windows, everything we can without the tractor.
Woo!
Check. New locks for the hatches. Check. Carpet stairs and bedroom. Dunzo.
Big check.
We didn't get to any of these, but maybe next time.
3 out of 5. That's
3 out of 5. Pretty good. I don't want to put the solar panels on the roof yet because I want to give the silicone a full 48 hours. But I was going to at least cut the piece of cardboard out and lay them out and see what it looks like. That's just going to be something we do when the roof is actually ready for the solar panels. We're calling it a day. It's 5 o'clock. We have some dinner plans. And I'm ready to get out of the camper. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. See you guys in the next one, which is going to be tomorrow. I was so close to getting out of here. Amelia brought something else up. She wants to take these little valances off real quick, and they're just some screws, so we might as well do that too.
I just feel so accomplished today that I was like, well, wait, we could check one more thing off, and that was those. So if those are pretty easy to remove, that would be nice, and then we can kind of look at our space and see what we need to do about the curtains. I know one that Connor's looking at right now needs to be replaced because it's completely broken, so I think we're going to just create our own curtains, and then these big ones back here are just going to stay because A, we don't want to pay for new ones, and B, they work just fine, so... Let's get these things removed.
Alright, that should be that. There you go.
Yay! One of 10.
It's nice because they are like dual shade, lighter and darker. But the lighter half of this other one's broke off, and I can't find where to order these for this besides window. So.
Curtains it is.
All right.
Yay.
There's that one. We'll leave the brackets in for now because we're probably gonna hang some curtains and maybe we can just reuse those brackets.
Okay, I'm gonna half check that one. We got 2 of them removed from the blinds that are already pretty ripped. And then I thought that I don't know, what are they, sconces? What are those?
Valiances, I think.
Valiances? Okay. The covers over the curtains, I don't know. They're bolted together or screwed together, so to remove the top piece and then also put the curtains back, it doesn't work that way. So we're gonna reassess and see if we can figure out another way to hang them so that we don't have these big bulky things still on the wall and just make it look a little more flush. But that is tomorrow's problem, like Connor said. See you guys in the morning.
When we traded our truck in back in March, we knew there was a possibility of upgrading to a larger camper. Now we have this 27-foot fifth wheel trailer, and while the truck has plenty of power, we are thrilled to be partnering with Timbren Industries to be upgrading the suspension in our truck to safely handle the weight of our new camper. With Timbren's suspension enhancement system kits, we are able to easily improve our towing experience with one simple and low maintenance item. The SES system is designed to reduce sag, eliminate sway, and increase handling performance when towing and hauling. Their simple DIY system replaces the factory bump stops on your truck and requires no special tools or previous skills and can be easily installed in your vehicle in about 30 minutes. The best part is, once you have the SES system installed, there is no maintenance or adjustments on this. You go from these cheap factory bump stops to a very high quality and durable system that you never have to worry about again. It's also nice to know that Timbren actually backs their products. They offer these with a lifetime warranty and a 100-day money-back guarantee. Head over to timbren.com to learn more. What do you know, it's another day here at the camper, continuing our long and never-ending list of projects so that we are finally able to leave Michigan and hit the road in this thing. Today, we're gonna work on getting the solar panels laid out. I don't know if we're gonna get them mounted or not because we'll just see how it goes. And Amelia's gonna finish up the carpet on the inside. I think it's basically done, but she just wants to go through and make sure there's no big bubbles or spots that need to be looked at again. What else are we doing today?
Maybe the table?
Oh, maybe the table. It's raining a bunch right now, but if it stops raining, we're gonna sand our new dining room table that we cut down to a smaller size because the edges are open and there was like an old polyurethane coating on top and it's starting to peel up. So we just want to give it a nice fresh coat of stain and sealant.
Yeah. And then I'm not really sure what else.
Maybe work on the bedroom a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You guys will already see it, but we do have a new mattress coming. You'll have seen this already. But we're excited to get the bedroom set up because then we can like make the bed and see how it feels inside.
Yeah.
I've got 400 more projects we can work on. I just don't know if we're going to get to any of those today. So we're going to take it one step at a time.
Yes.
Small with 400 watts of solar panels.
Yay!
See how it looks up on the roof.
Woo! While Connor goes and gets the tractor all ready for the solar panels, hopefully to help him bring them up instead of carrying them on the ladder, I wanted to show you guys the finished product of the carpets because I don't think we showed you guys that, and I looked at them. Everything looks really good. Connor did cut himself and unfortunately did bleed on the first step, which is just really funny. That'll be easy to clean, but I just wanted to show you because I think it looks so good. Well, here is the final product. It took quite a bit of work and my back is definitely a little bit sore from pulling up the old carpet, especially the stairs, because they were staple happy for sure when they applied this carpet. But I get it, they didn't want it to move, so we also reapplied some staples along all the edges and folded it underneath, and I think it looks really good. The slide is also very similar. We didn't use any staples, so maybe we'll go back in and add that along the edges, but right now it's just got some double-sided carpet heavy duty tape. It definitely is brightening up the space and just bringing it to this decade, which is really nice, and I'm happy with it. Let me know if you guys like it, if you have any questions or suggestions on what I should have done better, but it's all finished. It looks good, and now we're gonna start adding some solar panels and then maybe work on the table later today.
These are the solar panels we bought. We went with off-brand, but we've used these in the past. New Power. Such a silly name. But these are 200-watt solar panels, and the size was what we were looking for. So that's why I went with these. We have 2 of them, and they should fit kind of like an L on the back of the roof. One where one used to be, and then one along the rear, but we don't know until we try. So I'm gonna get these opened up, make sure they're not, you know, like cracked from shipping or anything like that. And then I'm gonna cut out the cardboard and just place it up there. That way we can get a test. Need a knife.
That would be so sad if they were cracked. I didn't even think about that. Do you like it, Bark?
Alright, let's just make sure these are in good condition. Yep, looks good to me.
That's good.
That's good. This is the one I was worried about because it's got some holes and stuff from the shipping, but oh, great, it looks good. That would have been annoying just because it probably is pretty hard to return something this big, but no worries until, you know, we plug it in and make sure it actually works.
Good thing. Ooh.
Here's my original thought with the solar panels, one on the back laying horizontally and one on the front going this way. I guess I could do 2 front and 2 back clips. I don't know if I want to get so close to the edge here, but I don't know if it really matters. I'm gonna put the AC unit cover on, that way I know for sure it's gonna have enough clearance, but I think this could work pretty good. We picked up the pretty classic Z brackets that are used for mounting solar panels. I'm gonna get all these set, and then we'll get the panels loaded on the tractor and kind of raise them up towards the slide. That way we don't have to try to get these hoisted up the ladder. Pretty easy installation on this. And then once the brackets are mounted, we can put the butyl tape down and get them laid out correctly and drill them into the roof. No, I didn't think it'd get all the way up there, but...
Yeah. This will hold it, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah, oh that's fine. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you had enough pallet. That's perfect.
Okay.
All right, now if you can just make sure that the bottom, can you hold it like that?
I'm holding it.
Good.
Thank goodness for this tractor.
Yep.
And this black back platform is pretty good.
That worked really well, not having to carry the panels all the way up the ladder. So thankful to have the tractor here to do that with. We have these laid out now. I think I'm gonna be able to mount the rear one, but I'm waiting on a 2-to-1 connector for the MC4 connectors here on the solar panel, and that comes in tomorrow. So I don't wanna mount the front one just in case we need to kind of move it around. But the rear should be ready to go. So we're gonna remove the cardboard and get it all ready to be mounted.
Woo.
Pretty exciting.
Woo!
Woo!
Better roof work.
Better roof work. Here is the panel laying out that I'm thinking about. Looks like we're gonna be able to hit some of the trusses that were originally in the factory location. So I might have, you know, could have been able to keep that hole, but it's gonna be back over here. So I think covering those was the good move. And so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots on this panel, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on this panel. Certain times of the day, it might get a little bit covered with the air conditioner right here, but I don't know if there's any way to avoid that because there's all kinds of stuff on this roof, and I don't want to get too far away from the factory MC4 locations. Just kind of winging this, honestly. I think this looks like a good layout. We could add another 200-watt panel on the other side of the air conditioner later on down the line if we would like to. So I think this is a pretty good way to do it.
Okay, new project now. I'm gonna start sanding the table, and hopefully we have enough paper to get the top layer off. If not, we'll just go to the store and then start in a little bit. But Connor is mounting the rest of the solar panel on, and I just wanted to do something, so this is what I'm doing. Sorry, but it's got this side pretty good. We just did a quick trip to Ace because the sander we had was a little too fine, so we picked up 100. So that should make this a little bit quicker of a process. So I'm gonna start going on this, and hopefully we can get this to match the edges that have already been sanded, just a little more white, and then we can move on to staining it and making it look pretty. Yay! Okay, this is the first full sand. Oh! That looks pretty good. Doesn't seem to like get it like super flat in some spots, but it's okay.
Yeah, because like the wood's gonna have grain.
Yeah,
and
that's what it seemed like.
grain.
Some of it, and then some didn't. I didn't get it very good.
Yeah,
so.
it's more just based on like the wood properties.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yay! Probably only one more time and a half.
While we wait for the solar panel stuff to come in tomorrow, I can go ahead and get it kind of pre-wired. There are 2 wires of positive and negative coming from the roof, and they meet under one of these panels here. But there's also 2 larger wires that are labeled as the solar ready wires, and I'm pretty sure they run to the battery. So if we wanted to add like a portable solar panel or something that we could plug in outside here, it looks like that would be really easy to do because the wires already ran into this area. So that's good to know and good to keep in mind. But the 2 that are coming from the roof is what we're going to use to actually wire that into the Goal Zero.
I have sanded this thing about 4 times, so I'm saying it's good enough, and I'm going in with some wood water-based stain. So we'll see. We went with like a golden oak. Hopefully that was the closest to what the bottom is because we didn't sand that, but we can if we have to. I'm a little nervous. I don't think I've ever done this before, so we'll see how it goes.
She's got it.
I am learning something new. Whoa!
Yeah, nice.
I like the big brush, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Remember, it was only a $50 table with the chairs, so.
I know, but we're making it beautiful. And this is coat 2. I just did the whole thing fully, let it sit for just a little bit, and then wiped it all off, and I think it's perfect. We did get a like gloss polyurethane to put on top just to protect it, so that'll make it just a little bit darker, and I think it'll match perfectly. So just needed a little bit of work, and probably put that on in a little bit and let it sit overnight. Yay!
You might be able to hear Amelia sanding the table outside. While she's doing that, I'm gonna work on testing out what some like one-step compound wax does on this front fiberglass cap. The problem with a painted cap like this is it does fade in the sun and rain streaks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna see if we can get this back to a shiny brown, because if we can, that'd be awesome. And then at some point in time, I will do the whole entire RV once I get used to this stuff. I picked up, what is this? Just a Harbor Freight 6-inch random orbital sander, and the camper's clean enough because, well, it's been inside. So I'm just gonna give it a go and see if we can make this thing look shiny. Need power cord, that would help, that would help. Okay. Got step 1 complete. Step 2 doesn't even turn on. Yeah, it does. This is not the lightest tool, so I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty good arm workout. Shake well. Am I going to make a mess? Probably so. I watched some YouTube videos on this, so pretty sure I'm a professional now. Add it on there. Oh, it's getting everywhere. I need some glasses. We're gonna figure this out, I promise. Amelia's been trying to get some videos because it's hard to tell and pick up on camera, but I think it's working pretty well. We're hopeful that, you know, this will stay semi-clean while we're driving on the road, because I'm not gonna be doing this every time we pull into camp. But it's definitely better than it was. I'm gonna be sore by the end of this though. Back when we bought this camper 2 weeks ago, I thought that waxing the front cap was going to be the biggest task and the biggest learning curve. Now it's just an afternoon project before we go home. I think it's truly going to change the look of this camper though. It takes it from old and dated to like somebody cares for it.
That's us!
That's us, just needed a little love.
I feel like I've been saying this entire time of us like renovating the camper, oh, it just needs a little TLC, it just needs a little TLC. And that's exactly what this camper needs. We knew that when we bought it, but now that we're actually putting in so much effort into it and just a little bit of love makes the camper look so much better. These tables that we're putting in there are looking good. The camper is looking great and honestly looking quite new. Sparkly too. But we love doing it. This is our favorite part about buying used campers, is getting to put our personal touch on it and also just bring it back to life. And I love it. You're doing great.
Thanks. I just finished waxing the front cap, and honestly, I think this completely changes the look of the camper. It was not a super difficult task, but definitely not something you want to do all the time, especially up top, because you got to kind of like put the buffer all the way down the front cap and you're 12.5 feet up in the air. But I'm very glad to have the water streaks and the sun faded spots hopefully gone on the front cap for at least a little while. We're going home. We're wiped. It's Friday. We have some yummy steaks for dinner tonight. And you ready to get out of here? See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
We ended up getting a few items in from Amazon last night, so there's some things that we can do here at the shop today. We came over yesterday for about an hour and did a couple small projects. I got the new LED taillights in here and installed and sealed up. They're much brighter, and I'm definitely glad to have those for all the people behind us, that way they know we're coming to a stop. Amelia got a coat of polyurethane on the table, and I think it's just gonna end up being finished. It's looking great, the color matches pretty perfectly, and I'm excited to see it back in the camper. I also got the MC4 splitters for the solar panels. So today, I'm gonna mount the second solar panel and get that all finished up. Of course, it's pouring down rain and overcast, so I don't know if we're gonna end up pulling the camper out to test them at all, but we can do that tomorrow. It shows the sun's gonna come out for a little bit, just so we make sure everything works. And I think that's kind of it. Let's get to work.
The two projects I'm going to try to tackle today are making new curtains for the camper, just the back windows, since the blinds that were there were pretty damaged. So we just want to replace them and make it look a little bit better. And then the second one I'm going to do is work on the side table cabinets, just kind of below where those curtains are going to go. They were pretty beat up and Connor has to patch them up anyways, so we figured we'd sand them and add like a cute color since we aren't going to touch the rest of the kitchen cabinets. I'm just gonna sand them and then we'll probably prime and add our color. It's going to be like a gray blue, which will look really nice, and hopefully we like it. If not, whatever, you can just paint over it, but those are the two I'm doing today.
Now that we have this piece, I can comfortably mount the solar panel. This looks like a good enough spot for it. And then we're gonna run the wire up to the MC4 connectors over here. That goes down into the storage hatch that I was showing you earlier. Once we get this all finished up, then I'll go and finish up down below.
I just finished sanding the front and the back of the cabinets, and then I also just went around and wiped them off with some mineral spirits. So I'm gonna let that sit, and then I just heard Connor ask me if I had a second. I was like, sure. And this is not where I expected to see him. Just hanging.
Pretty spacious down here. I didn't think we'd be able to, well, fit is a relative term, but I'm trying to get the solar panel wiring all finished up on the Goal Zero, and I'm just connecting the wires from the driver's side over here to the passenger side, and I'm gonna run it behind this wall. That way we don't have to worry about, you know, hitting them or breaking the connection or anything. So this just seemed like the easiest place to do it, as silly as that may seem.
I mean, it's not that tight. It's pretty roomy looking.
It's pretty nice. Could be a whole lot worse, tell you what. All right, I was successfully able to get the wires mounted up here to the roof, and then they run behind this wall here. That way all the stuff that we store in this basement area isn't gonna break the connection or like worry about ripping the wires out of the Goal Zero. As far as I know, it's done. The solar panels aren't fully mounted yet because we're waiting to back the trailer out and see if they work. It's really rainy right now. I don't know if we'd really get any solar power, but I guess it would be enough to test. Probably a tomorrow project though. Next video, we're getting this camper road ready and tackling some much needed maintenance. This is the majority of it, but this probably hasn't been changed in a very long time, if ever. Plus, we finally get to add our touch on the inside cabinets. And of course, not everything goes as planned. Moment of truth. Do we think it's gonna work? Nothing so far. I don't know if it's fully connected up there, but I think it is. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a large day.